Shifting gears is a phrase that resonates across multiple sectors, each interpreting it through the lens of progress, transformation, and adaptation. When combined with harvest, these words evoke not only the literal act of reaping crops, but also the deeper narrative of change, growth, and collective effort. In recent years, the idea of shifting gears during harvest season has taken on new meaning. Whether it's the innovative approaches to farm health and safety being introduced in Australia, the cultural shifts in media representations, or the broader changes in how society views agriculture and sustainability. Let's explore what it truly means to shift gears at harvest, reflecting on the latest developments, the challenges faced, and the opportunities awaiting those who embrace transformation. As the sun crests the horizon and fields glisten with dew, the harvest season begins, a time marked by tradition, hard work, and anticipation. For generations, farmers have relied on skill, intuition, and a strong sense of community to bring in the crops that feed nations. Yet in 2023, the landscape of agriculture is rapidly evolving. The National Centre for Farmer Health in Australia has launched a groundbreaking initiative called Shifting Gears, specifically designed to address the health and safety challenges faced by those working in agriculture, particularly during the busiest times of the year. This teacher-led program, introduced in June 2023, seeks to embed farm safety culture within the hearts and minds of secondary school students, ensuring that the next generation of farmers and agricultural professionals are equipped not only with technical know-how, but also with the awareness and habits necessary to protect themselves and their communities. Harvest is a time of heightened activity. Tractors rumble across fields, combines cut and thresh grain, and teams of workers coordinate to ensure every last bushel is collected. With this flurry of movement comes increased risk. The Shifting Gears initiative recognizes that accidents during harvest are more likely not due to a lack of skill, but because of fatigue, haste, and sometimes outdated practices. By providing educators with resources to integrate health and safety education into the agricultural curriculum, the program encourages students to think critically about their actions and to adopt safer behaviors. A landmark webinar hosted on June 22, 2023, brought together educators, farmers, and safety experts to discuss strategies for making these conversations a regular part of teaching practice. The focus was clear. Shifting gears is not just about changing the speed or direction of machinery, but about fundamentally altering the mindset that guides farm operations, especially during the hectic harvest period. One of the most pressing issues addressed by the Shifting Gears program is child safety on farms. In rural communities, it's not uncommon for children to participate in harvest activities, learning the family trade from an early age. While this tradition fosters resilience and a strong work ethic, it also exposes young people to potential hazards. The program's materials emphasize the importance of supervision, age-appropriate tasks, and the use of protective equipment. By instilling these values early, Shifting Gears aims to create a generational shift, one where safety is woven into every aspect of farm life, from planting to harvest. But shifting gears at harvest is about more than safety. It's about adapting to new technologies, changing market demands, and the ever-present challenge of sustainability. In her book, Shifting Gears, published by the MIT Press in October 2023, Susan Handy explores transportation's role in urban and industrial environments, drawing parallels to the movement of goods and people during harvest. She highlights how innovations in mobility, from electric vehicles to improved logistics, are transforming the way crops reach consumers, reducing carbon footprints, and making supply chains more resilient. The harvest, once a strictly local event, now sends its products to global markets, demanding agility and foresight from farmers and distributors alike. This need to adapt is echoed in the fields themselves. Advances in machinery, such as autonomous tractors like GPS-guided combines and data-driven irrigation systems, allow farmers to increase efficiency while minimizing waste. These technologies, however, require new skills and a willingness to embrace change. The Shifting Gears initiative supports this transition by encouraging students to explore careers in agricultural technology, engineering, and logistics, ensuring that the workforce of tomorrow is prepared for the challenges ahead. Harvest is also a time of community. In many regions, it brings people together for festivals, shared meals, and celebrations of hard-won success. Organizations like Let's Shifting Gears, which focus on empowering women in outdoor recreation, remind us that the spirit of harvest extends beyond the fields. Their volunteer-led programs encourage participation, leadership, and the breaking down of traditional gender roles. Women are increasingly taking on prominent roles in agriculture, managing farms, operating machinery, and leading research into sustainable practices. By fostering inclusivity and providing opportunities for involvement, groups like Let's Shifting Gears help ensure that the benefits of harvest are shared by all. The comedy series Shifting Gears, which premiered on ABC in January 2025, offers a cultural lens on these themes. Set in a family-run auto repair shop, the show uses humor and heart to explore the dynamics of work, change, and resilience. Its debut episode, Restoration, drew nearly 17 million viewers, indicating a widespread interest in stories of transformation, whether on the farm, in the garage, or within families themselves. While the series focuses on cars rather than crops, its underlying message is universal. Shifting Gears is about finding new ways forward, together. As we look to the future of harvest, several trends emerge. First, there is an increasing recognition of the need to balance productivity with environmental stewardship. Farmers are adopting regenerative practices such as cover cropping, reduced tillage, and integrated pest management to improve soil health and biodiversity. These methods not only sustain the land but also enhance resilience in the face of climate change, ensuring that harvests remain abundant for generations to come. Second, technology continues to reshape the harvest experience. Drones monitor crop health from above, sensors track moisture and nutrient levels in real time, and artificial intelligence predicts optimal harvest windows based on weather patterns and market conditions. These innovations allow for precise, data-driven decision-making, reducing guesswork and maximizing yields. However, they also require ongoing education and investment, reinforcing the importance of programs like Shifting Gears in preparing young people to navigate this new landscape. Third, the role of community is being redefined. Where once harvest was a solitary endeavor, it is now increasingly collaborative. Farmer cooperatives share resources, expertise, and equipment, while online platforms connect growers with buyers, processors, and consumers. Social media amplifies voices, enabling farmers to advocate for policy changes and share best practices and celebrate successes. This sense of solidarity is particularly important during times of crisis, such as extreme weather events or market disruptions, where collective action can mean the difference between survival and loss. Finally, the narrative of harvest is evolving. In popular culture, as seen in the success of the Shifting Gears TV series, there is a growing appreciation for stories that highlight resilience, innovation, and the human spirit. These tales inspire viewers to consider their own capacity for change, whether in the workplace, at home, or in the broader community. The harvest becomes a metaphor for personal and societal transformation, reminding us that progress often requires courage, adaptability, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. In summary, Shifting Gears, harvest is more than a seasonal event. It is a dynamic process shaped by the latest developments in education, technology, culture, and community. The initiatives launched in recent years, from the National Center for Farmer Health's teacher-led safety program to the inclusive activities of organizations like Let's Shifting Gears, reflect a collective commitment to moving forward, safely, sustainably, and together. As farmers, educators, innovators, and storytellers continue to shift gears, they lay the foundation for a future where harvest is not just an act of gathering, but a celebration of growth, transformation, and hope. The next time the harvest season arrives and engines roar to life in fields across the world, remember that every turn of the wheel, every shift of the gear, carries with it the promise of progress. Whether through the adoption of new safety practices, the embrace of cutting-edge technologies, or the telling of stories that inspire change, the act of shifting gears at harvest is both a practical necessity and a powerful symbol. It is a reminder that in agriculture, as in life, the journey is just as important as the destination, and that together we can cultivate not only crops, but a brighter, more resilient future for all.